The Indo-Pacific region is a realm of extraordinary ecological complexity and breathtaking natural beauty, stretching from the dense emerald rainforests of Southeast Asia to the sun-bleached savannas and arid deserts of Australia, and encompassing thousands of islands scattered across the Pacific and Indian Oceans. This vast expanse is a crucible of evolution, where isolation, climate, and habitat diversity have forged some of the most specialized and formidable reptiles on the planet. Amidst the riot of life, towering dipterocarp trees, rare orchids, and elusive mammals, one group of predators stands out for their lethal adaptations: the snakes. These serpents are not merely survivors. They are evolutionary marvels, equipped with venoms that are among the most chemically complex and potent in the animal kingdom. Legends and scientific records alike are filled with accounts of their power, from the shadowy depths of the rainforest floor to the sun-baked stones of ancient ruins. Their presence is felt in every ecosystem, commanding both awe and caution from all other creatures. But what makes the Indo-Pacific such a prolific breeding ground for deadly snakes? The answer lies in a convergence of environmental factors. High humidity, abundant rainfall, and consistently warm temperatures create ideal conditions for reptilian life. These climates allow snakes to remain active year-round, maximizing their opportunities for hunting and reproduction. The region's topographical diversity, ranging from mist-shrouded mountains and tangled mangroves to sprawling grasslands and intricate river systems, has driven snakes to adapt to every conceivable ecological niche. Some have become expert climbers, gliding silently through the canopy. Others are adept burrowers, vanishing beneath the earth. Still more are powerful swimmers, patrolling rivers and coastal shallows. This relentless evolutionary pressure has produced a staggering array of venom types: neurotoxins that paralyze, hemotoxins that destroy tissue, and cytotoxins that cause excruciating pain, each precisely tailored to the snake's preferred prey and environment. In this world, survival is dictated by the efficiency of predation and defense, and the snakes of the Indo-Pacific have become the ultimate biological weapons. The region is home to an astonishing diversity of venomous species, from the cryptic death adders and taipans of Australia to the agile kraits and cobras of Southeast Asia. Globally, snakebites are a significant public health concern, with the Indo-Pacific accounting for a disproportionate share of both envenomations and fatalities. The consequences of a bite can be devastating, leading to rapid paralysis, internal bleeding, or organ failure, depending on the species and the composition of its venom. In the wild, these encounters often end swiftly and silently, a testament to the efficiency of these predators. The Indo-Pacific's unique geography and climate have made it a global epicenter for snake diversity and danger. The most perilous snake is not always the one with the most toxic venom, but the one whose camouflage and behavior make it nearly invisible until it strikes. It is the master of disguise, lying motionless among fallen leaves or stones, waiting for the perfect moment to ambush its prey. Many species have evolved to hunt at the boundaries of forest and field, preying on rodents, birds, and amphibians with lethal precision. Scientific study of these snakes has revealed astonishing adaptations: infrared sensing pits, hinged fangs, and venom glands capable of producing a cocktail of toxins with surgical efficiency. To truly understand the Indo-Pacific's deadliest snakes, we must venture deep into their world, through tangled vines, across flooded plains, and into the heart of ancient forests. Here we encounter giants like the Reticulated Python, capable of overpowering prey many times its own size, and vipers whose strike is a blur, delivering venom with astonishing speed and accuracy. In India, the infamous Big Four, Russell's viper, the Indian cobra, the saw-scaled viper, and the common krait, are responsible for the majority of serious envenomations, each with a unique venom profile and hunting strategy. In Australia, the inland taipan reigns supreme, its venom the most toxic of any land snake, while death adders and brown snakes prowl the bush with equal lethality. Each species is a masterpiece of adaptation, its senses finely tuned to the rhythms of its environment, its body a perfect blend of stealth, speed, and power. Join us as we unravel the secrets of the Indo-Pacific's deadliest snakes, creatures whose existence is a testament to the relentless ingenuity of evolution. In the dense, humid jungles of Southeast Asia, a true titan silently glides through the undergrowth. The reticulated python, the world's longest snake, and a marvel of evolutionary engineering. With a body that can stretch well over 20 feet, and in rare cases even surpassing 30, this python is a living legend among reptiles, renowned for both its size and its astonishing adaptability. Unlike many large snakes, the reticulated python is remarkably slender for its length, allowing it to navigate through dense foliage, climb trees, and even squeeze through surprisingly narrow gaps in search of prey. Native to a vast range that includes rainforests, woodlands, grasslands, and even agricultural areas, the reticulated python thrives in environments where water is abundant and cover is plentiful. Unlike venomous snakes, the reticulated python relies solely on its immense physical strength and stealth, using its muscular body to overpower prey. Its method is pure, ancient power, constriction. The python's muscles are among the most powerful in the animal kingdom, capable of exerting enough force to halt the heartbeat of its prey within seconds. Their diet is as varied as their habitat, ranging from birds and rodents to large mammals such as pigs and deer. In some remote regions, they have even been documented preying on primates and monitor lizards. The reticulated python is a superb swimmer, able to cross wide rivers and flooded plains with ease. Its streamlined body and powerful muscles propel it through water, making aquatic environments a natural extension of its territory. The name reticulated refers to the intricate net-like pattern on its scales, a dazzling mosaic of gold, black and brown that provides exceptional camouflage among the dappled shadows of the forest. These snakes are often found near water sources, using rivers and streams as natural highways to traverse their vast territories and access new hunting grounds. Their aquatic prowess is remarkable. They can remain submerged for up to 30 minutes, using this ability to ambush prey or evade potential threats. This affinity for water sometimes brings them into contact with agricultural landscapes, where irrigation canals and rice paddies mimic their natural wetland habitats. The reticulated python is a master of ambush. It will lie motionless for hours, perfectly camouflaged, waiting for the precise moment to strike. Primarily nocturnal, these snakes rely on the cover of darkness to hunt, using their acute senses to detect even the faintest movement in the undergrowth. Along their upper jaw, specialized heat-sensing pits allow them to detect the infrared signature of warm-blooded animals even in total darkness, a biological adaptation that rivals modern technology. Their vision is adapted for low light, and their forked tongue samples chemical cues from the air, painting a detailed sensory map of their surroundings. When prey approaches, the python remains utterly still, its body coiled and ready to unleash a lightning-fast strike. In a fraction of a second, it launches forward, seizing its target with rows of sharp, backward-curving teeth, designed to grip and hold struggling animals. The python's coils envelop its prey, each muscle contraction precisely timed to the animal's exhalations, tightening relentlessly. Contrary to popular belief, death comes not from suffocation, but from circulatory arrest. The immense pressure halts blood flow, causing rapid unconsciousness. Scientific studies have shown that the pressure exerted by a large reticulated python can exceed that of a professional wrestler's grip, making escape impossible for most prey. Once the prey is subdued, the python's jaws, connected by highly flexible ligaments, allow it to swallow animals much larger than its own head, a feat unmatched by most predators. When threatened, the reticulated python will hiss loudly, inflate its body, and strike with remarkable speed, relying on intimidation and agility to deter would-be attackers. As apex predators, reticulated pythons play a crucial ecological role, regulating populations of mammals and birds and maintaining the delicate balance of their ecosystems. Their reproductive strategy is equally impressive. Females lay clutches of up to 100 eggs, fiercely guarding them until they hatch, ensuring the next generation of these remarkable reptiles continues to thrive. The reticulated python's scales are not only beautiful but functional, shedding regularly to remove parasites and reveal vibrant iridescent colors that shimmer in the sunlight. Silent, powerful, and supremely adapted, the reticulated python is a living testament to the wonders of evolution, a true giant whose presence shapes the wild landscapes of the Indo-Pacific. While pythons rely on brute force, the vipers of the Indo-Pacific have evolved a far more sophisticated weapon: venom delivered with surgical precision. Among the most widespread and instantly recognizable are the green pit vipers, a complex of species distributed throughout the humid forests of India, southern China, and the Indonesian archipelago. These snakes are relatively small and highly arboreal, rarely descending from the safety of the canopy. Their vivid green scales, often flecked with yellow or blue, provide near-perfect camouflage among the leaves and branches, rendering them almost invisible to both predators and prey. Green pit vipers are masters of stealth, using their prehensile tails to anchor themselves securely as they wait in ambush, often remaining motionless for hours or even days. Their most distinctive feature is the pair of heat-sensing pit organs located between the eyes and nostrils. These specialized structures detect minute differences in temperature, allowing the snake to form a thermal image of its surroundings and precisely locate warm-blooded prey, even in total darkness. At night, when most of their prey is active, green pit vipers rely on a combination of acute vision, chemical cues, and infrared detection to hunt birds, frogs, lizards, and small mammals with astonishing accuracy. As ambush predators, they remain perfectly still, blending seamlessly with their environment. When prey approaches, the viper's strike is a blur, delivered in less than 1/10 of a second. The strike is powered by highly developed jaw muscles and hinged fangs, which swing forward to penetrate deeply into the prey. The fangs themselves are marvels of evolution, long, hollow, and capable of folding back against the roof of the mouth when not in use. When the viper bites, powerful muscles contract the venom glands, injecting a precise dose of hemotoxic venom. This venom rapidly destroys blood cells and tissues, causing severe internal bleeding, swelling, and intense pain. The effects are designed to immobilize prey quickly and begin the digestive process even before the snake swallows its meal. Once the prey is subdued, the viper locates it using its highly sensitive tongue and begins the slow process of swallowing it whole, aided by flexible jaws and expandable skin. Green pit vipers are also notable for their regular shedding cycles, which keep their scales vibrant and healthy. Juveniles often display even brighter colors, which may serve as a warning to potential predators. Reproduction varies among species, with some laying eggs and others giving birth to live young. Females may guard their eggs or young for a short period, increasing the chances of survival in the dense forest environment. On the forest floor, a far more formidable relative can be found, the Malayan pit viper. Unlike its arboreal cousins, this species is strictly terrestrial, inhabiting lowland forests, plantations, and even disturbed habitats. The Malayan pit viper is a master of camouflage, its mottled brown and grey pattern rendering it nearly invisible among fallen leaves and debris. This cryptic coloration is its primary defense, allowing it to avoid detection by both predators and prey. When threatened or approached, the Malayan pit viper rarely flees. Instead, it relies on absolute stillness, making accidental encounters with larger animals or humans a frequent occurrence. Its broad, triangular head houses powerful venom glands and highly sensitive pit organs, enabling it to detect even the faintest heat signatures of passing prey. The Malayan pit viper's hunting strategy is based on patience and explosive speed. It waits, perfectly camouflaged, until a small mammal or amphibian comes within range, then delivers a lightning-fast strike, injecting a potent mix of hemotoxins and cytotoxins. The venom of the Malayan pit viper is particularly destructive, causing rapid tissue death, severe internal and external bleeding, and in many cases, irreversible damage to muscles and nerves. Its cytotoxic components break down cell membranes, leading to extensive necrosis. Adapted to a terrestrial lifestyle, the Malayan pit viper is most active during the cooler hours of dawn and dusk, using the cover of darkness and its cryptic coloration to avoid detection. It regulates its body temperature by basking in filtered sunlight or retreating beneath dense cover. The scales of the Malayan pit viper are rougher and more heavily keeled than those of its arboreal relatives, providing additional protection and aiding in camouflage among coarse ground debris. When threatened, the Malayan pit viper may adopt a defensive posture, coiling tightly and elevating its head. If provoked further, it can deliver multiple rapid strikes, each capable of injecting a significant volume of venom. Its fangs are exceptionally long and robust, capable of penetrating tough materials with ease. Even protective gear offers limited defense against a determined strike. Both the green and Malayan pit vipers are apex predators within their ecological niches, playing a crucial role in controlling populations of small vertebrates and maintaining the balance of their forest ecosystems. Their unique adaptations and hunting strategies make them some of the most fascinating and formidable snakes of the Indo-Pacific. Across the Indian subcontinent, a remarkable diversity of habitats, ranging from lush wetlands to arid plains, provides the perfect environment for a wide array of snake species. Among these, 4 venomous snakes have earned a reputation that is both legendary and fearsome due to their frequent encounters with humans and the devastating effects of their bites. These species are collectively known as the Big Four, a term that evokes both respect and caution among those who share their territory. The Big Four include the common krait, Russell's viper, spectacled cobra, and saw-scaled viper, each with unique adaptations, hunting strategies, and venom compositions that make them formidable predators and, unfortunately, a significant threat to human life. The Russell's viper, Deboia russelli, is a robust, heavy-bodied snake, instantly recognizable by its series of dark brown oval spots bordered in white, running the length of its body. This viper is highly adaptable, thriving in grasslands, scrub, and even urban outskirts, where it preys on rodents, amphibians, and lizards. Its venom is a complex cocktail of cytotoxins, hemotoxins, and nephrotoxins, causing rapid tissue necrosis, severe internal bleeding, and acute kidney injury. The bite is often excruciating, with swelling and blistering developing within minutes, and without prompt anti-venom treatment, mortality rates are high. The Russell's viper is notorious for its defensive behavior. When threatened, it coils tightly and emits a loud, sustained hiss, a warning that can be heard from several meters away. Its strike is lightning fast, and it can deliver multiple bites in rapid succession. The spectacled cobra, Naja Naja, is perhaps the most iconic of India's snakes, revered in mythology and instantly recognized by the spectacle-shaped marking on its hood. This species is highly adaptable, inhabiting forests, agricultural fields, and even urban gardens. The cobra's venom is predominantly neurotoxic, targeting the nervous system and causing progressive paralysis. Initial symptoms may include ptosis, slurred speech, and difficulty swallowing, rapidly advancing to respiratory failure if untreated. The venom also contains cardiotoxins, which can disrupt heart function. When threatened, the cobra will rear up, spread its hood, and deliver a swift, precise strike. Its fangs are relatively short, but its venom is highly efficient, capable of incapacitating prey or a potential threat within minutes. The saw-scaled viper, Echis carinatus, is a small but exceptionally dangerous snake, rarely exceeding 60 centimeters in length. Its cryptic coloration allows it to blend perfectly with dry, rocky terrain, making it nearly invisible until it moves. This species is infamous for its defensive behavior. When threatened, it forms a series of tight coils and rubs its scales together, creating a rasping, sizzling sound that serves as a warning. The venom is a potent mix of hemotoxins and cytotoxins, causing rapid blood clotting, severe pain, and tissue destruction. Despite its small size, the saw-scaled viper is responsible for more snakebite fatalities worldwide than any other species due to its aggressive nature, potent venom, and tendency to inhabit areas with limited access to medical care. The common krait, Bungarus caeruleus, is a slender, nocturnal snake, easily identified by its glossy dark blue or black body with thin white bands. It is a secretive hunter, emerging after dark to prey on other snakes, lizards, and small mammals. The krait's venom is among the most potent neurotoxins in the world, acting by blocking nerve signals to muscles. Bites are often painless and may go unnoticed, especially if inflicted while the victim is sleeping, leading to delayed treatment and a high fatality rate. Symptoms of envenomation include abdominal cramps, progressive paralysis, and ultimately respiratory failure. Without rapid administration of antivenom and respiratory support, the prognosis is grim. The Big Four's impact on the Indian subcontinent is profound. Their presence shapes local traditions, medical practices, and even architecture as communities adapt to coexist with these formidable reptiles. Advances in antivenom production and public education have reduced fatalities, but the Big Four remain a constant reminder of the delicate balance between humans and the wild. Understanding the biology, behavior, and venom of these snakes is crucial for both conservation and public health, ensuring that people and snakes can share the land with greater safety and respect. If the Indo-Pacific is the serpent's realm, then Australia is its venomous heart, a land where evolution has sculpted some of the most formidable reptiles on Earth. Here, the evolutionary arms race has tipped overwhelmingly in favor of venom, resulting in a continent where the majority of snake species possess potent toxins, finely tuned for survival in some of the harshest environments on the planet. Unlike most continents, where non-venomous snakes are common, Australia's serpentine fauna is dominated by elapids, front-fanged snakes, whose venom is a primary tool for both predation and defense. This is a land of legends where snakes wield toxins so sophisticated they can immobilize, paralyze, or kill with astonishing efficiency, and where each species has evolved a unique chemical arsenal tailored to its ecological niche, from the cryptic ambush predators that lie motionless for days to swift, active hunters that traverse vast distances in search of prey. Australia's venomous snakes display a remarkable diversity of hunting strategies and adaptations. Their venom represents the pinnacle of evolutionary innovation, complex mixtures of proteins and enzymes that target the nervous system, blood, and muscles of their prey with surgical precision. Among the most notorious is the eastern brown snake, a slender, agile predator renowned for its speed and defensive displays. While not the most venomous by volume, the eastern brown's combination of potent neurotoxins and procoagulants, along with its alertness and adaptability, make it one of the most ecologically successful snakes in Australia. This species thrives in a variety of habitats, from open woodlands and grasslands to the edges of arid scrub, exploiting the abundance of small mammals and birds that flourish in these environments. Its acute sense of smell and vision allow it to detect prey and threats with remarkable accuracy, while its cryptic coloration provides effective camouflage against the Australian soil and vegetation. The eastern brown's venom is a sophisticated blend of neurotoxins, cardiotoxins, and procoagulants, capable of causing rapid paralysis and catastrophic internal bleeding in its prey. A bite is often delivered with remarkable speed and precision, and the initial wound may be nearly invisible, allowing the snake to subdue prey with minimal struggle. In the remote, sun-scorched interior, the inland taipan, also known as the fierce snake, reigns supreme as the most venomous land snake on Earth. This elusive serpent is perfectly adapted to the arid floodplains and clay pans of Central Australia, where it preys almost exclusively on native rodents. The inland taipan's venom is a masterwork of evolution, an extraordinarily potent neurotoxin and myotoxin cocktail, with a single bite containing enough to kill over 100 adult humans or swiftly incapacitate its mammalian prey. Its venom acts with devastating speed, targeting the nervous system and muscles, ensuring that prey such as the long-haired rat is subdued in seconds, minimizing the risk of injury to the snake. Despite its fearsome reputation, the inland taipan is a shy, secretive species, spending much of its life concealed in deep cracks and burrows, emerging only to hunt or bask in the early morning sun. Its reclusive habits and remote habitat mean that encounters are exceedingly rare, and the species plays a vital role in controlling rodent populations in its fragile ecosystem. Australia is also home to masterful ambush predators and powerful constrictors, each with their own unique adaptations. The death adder, with its thick, muscular body and distinctive worm-like tail tip, is a consummate ambush specialist, remaining motionless for hours or even days as it waits for unsuspecting prey. Its caudal lure, a specialized adaptation, mimics the movement of invertebrates, enticing lizards, frogs, and small mammals within striking range. When prey approaches, the death adder unleashes the fastest strike of any Australian snake, delivering a potent neurotoxic venom in less than a tenth of a second, an evolutionary marvel of speed and precision. The king brown, or mulga snake, is Australia's heaviest venomous snake, renowned for its robust build and formidable presence in arid and semi-arid regions. While its venom is less toxic than that of the taipan or brown snake, the king brown compensates with sheer volume, delivering the highest venom yield of any snake worldwide in a single prolonged bite. Its venom is primarily myotoxic, breaking down muscle tissue and leading to paralysis and, in severe cases, kidney failure, a powerful adaptation for subduing large, struggling prey in the wild. In the dense, humid forests of Southeast Asia, a true monarch glides silently through the undergrowth. This is the king cobra, Ophiophagus hanna, the undisputed sovereign of serpents, and the longest venomous snake on Earth. Reaching lengths of up to 18 feet, the king cobra dwarfs all other venomous snakes. Its slender olive-green or brown body is perfectly adapted for stealth, allowing it to move with remarkable grace through tangled vegetation and across the forest floor. The king cobra's range stretches from the rainforests of India and Bangladesh through Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Malaysia, and into the islands of Indonesia and the Philippines. It thrives in a variety of habitats, from lowland forests and bamboo thickets to mangrove swamps and highland slopes, always near a reliable water source. Its regal bearing is unmistakable. When threatened, the king cobra rises up, spreading its narrow hood and fixing its unblinking gaze on any would-be challenger. Unlike most snakes, the king cobra is a specialist predator. Its diet consists almost exclusively of other snakes, both venomous and non-venomous, including rat snakes, pythons, and even other cobras. This unique feeding behavior is reflected in its scientific name, Ophiophagus hanna, literally snake eater. The king cobra uses its acute sense of smell, flicking its forked tongue to pick up chemical cues left by potential prey. Once it locates a target, it strikes with precision, delivering a potent dose of neurotoxic venom before swallowing its victim whole. This apex predator is highly intelligent, capable of complex behaviors rarely seen in other snakes. It can recognize territory boundaries, remember the locations of prey, and even avoid areas frequented by larger predators. Its large, expressive eyes provide excellent vision, and its keen senses make it a formidable hunter, able to detect the faintest vibrations and sense in its environment. When disturbed, the The king cobra can raise up to a third of its body off the ground, towering over most other snakes and even small mammals. This display is both a warning and a demonstration of its extraordinary strength and agility. Its defensive hiss is deep and resonant, more like a growl than a typical snake's hiss, and can be heard from several meters away. This unique vocalization is produced by vibrating its tracheal diverticula, a specialized structure in its windpipe. The king cobra's defensive display is one of the most dramatic in the animal kingdom, designed to intimidate and deter potential threats without resorting to violence. This posture is a clear warning, an unmistakable signal to keep your distance. While generally shy and reclusive, the king cobra will not hesitate to defend itself if cornered. Its strike is lightning fast and devastatingly accurate. The king cobra's fangs, though relatively short for its size, are perfectly adapted to deliver large quantities of venom deep into its prey. Its venom is a complex cocktail of neurotoxins and cytotoxins. While less potent drop for drop than some smaller snakes, the king cobra can inject up to 7 milliliters in a single bite, enough to kill an elephant or incapacitate multiple large animals. The neurotoxins act swiftly, shutting down the nervous system and causing rapid paralysis. In the wild, this ensures that prey cannot escape, and predators are quickly deterred. For most animals, an encounter with a king cobra is fatal. Its reputation as a killer is well earned, but it is also a cautious and deliberate creature, avoiding unnecessary conflict whenever possible. The effects of its venom are swift and severe. Blurred vision, vertigo and drowsiness set in within minutes, followed by paralysis and respiratory failure. Yet despite its fearsome arsenal, the king cobra is also a devoted parent, a rarity among snakes. The female exhibits remarkable maternal instincts, investing weeks in the protection of her offspring. She is the only snake known to build a nest, using her coils and head to gather leaves and twigs, forming a two-tiered structure that insulates and protects her eggs. The female lays her eggs in the lower chamber, then coils herself above them in the upper chamber, remaining vigilant and aggressive toward any intruder. For up to 3 months, she guards the nest, rarely leaving even to feed until the hatchlings emerge, miniature versions of their formidable mother, already equipped with potent venom. This extraordinary maternal care is a testament to the complexity and intelligence of the king cobra, setting it apart from nearly all other reptiles. The king cobra is more than a deadly predator. It is a master of its environment, a devoted parent, and a symbol of the wild's enduring majesty. In every sense, it reigns supreme among the snakes of the Indo-Pacific. The intersection of humans and the venomous snakes of the Indo-Pacific is not just a matter of chance, it's a complex medical crisis, shaped by biology, geography, and the limitations of healthcare infrastructure. Snakebite envenoming is officially recognized by the World Health Organization as a neglected tropical disease, with over 5.4 million bites estimated worldwide each year. Of these, up to 2.7 million result in envenoming, and between 81,000 and 138,000 people die annually. The Indo-Pacific region, home to some of the world's most venomous snakes, bears a disproportionate share of this burden. The medical realities of snakebite are as varied as the venoms themselves. Viper bites, such as those from Russell's viper, often cause rapid swelling, severe pain, and internal bleeding due to hemotoxic effects. In contrast, elapids like kraits and cobras deliver neurotoxins that can induce paralysis, respiratory failure, and death within hours if untreated. The speed and severity of symptoms depend on the species, the amount of venom injected, and the location of the bite. In clinical studies, the window for effective intervention is often less than 6 hours. Delays in treatment can result in irreversible tissue damage, organ failure, or death. For example, a 2019 case study in rural Bangladesh documented a patient bitten by a common krait who developed full-body paralysis within 3 hours, requiring mechanical ventilation to survive. access to antivenom remains a critical barrier. In many Indo-Pacific regions, the nearest facility with appropriate antivenom may be over 50 kilometers away, and transport is often by unpaved roads. Antivenom requires strict refrigeration, and power outages or supply chain failures can render stocks unusable. In a 2021 survey, over 40% of rural clinics in Southeast Asia reported running out of antivenom at least once per year. The challenge is compounded by the remarkable variability of snake venom, even within a single species. Russell's viper venom from northern India can differ significantly from that in the south, leading to regional mismatches in antivenom effectiveness. A 2020 study found that standard antivenoms neutralized only 60% of venom samples from certain regions, leaving many patients at risk of ineffective treatment. Even when antivenom is available, its administration is not without risk. Antivenoms are derived from animal plasma, most commonly horses, and can trigger severe allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis and serum sickness. In some clinical trials, up to 20% of patients experienced adverse effects necessitating additional medical intervention. Survivors of snakebite often face lifelong consequences. Cytotoxic venoms can destroy muscle and connective tissue, leading to compartment syndrome and, in severe cases, amputation. Renal failure is a common complication, especially after bites from Russell's viper or sea snakes, and chronic pain or disability can persist for years, trapping survivors in cycles of poverty and dependence. Misinformation and reliance on traditional remedies further complicate outcomes. Common but ineffective practices, such as tourniquets, wound cutting, or herbal poultices, can worsen injuries and delay access to life-saving care. A 2018 review found that over 60% of snakebite victims in rural India sought traditional healers before reaching a hospital, significantly increasing mortality risk. Advances in medical research are offering hope. New generation antivenoms, including monoclonal antibody therapies and synthetic antivenoms, are in development to address regional venom variation and reduce side effects. Rapid diagnostic tests for snake species identification are also being trialed, aiming to improve treatment accuracy and outcomes. Prevention remains the most effective strategy. Public health campaigns promoting the use of protective footwear, bed nets, and safe agricultural practices have shown measurable reductions in snakebite incidents. Community-based first aid training and improved awareness are critical to reducing the toll of this neglected crisis. Each snakebite is a race against time and biology, a medical emergency shaped by the interplay of venom, access to care, and knowledge. The path from bite to recovery is fraught with obstacles, but with continued research, education, and investment, the devastating impact of snake bites in the Indo-Pacific can be reduced. When we think of snakes, it's easy to focus on their reputation as dangerous predators, but this narrow view misses the profound and multifaceted roles they play in the natural world. Snakes are integral to the structure and function of ecosystems, acting as both predators and prey and influencing countless ecological processes. As predators, snakes regulate populations of a wide variety of animals, including rodents, amphibians, birds, and even insects, preventing any single species from overwhelming the environment. Their diets are diverse and often specialized, with some species targeting amphibians and others focusing on eggs or invertebrates, thus maintaining balance across multiple trophic levels. Many venomous snakes in particular are highly effective at controlling populations of fast-breeding mammals, such as rodents, which are notorious for damaging vegetation and spreading disease. Without snakes, these prey species would multiply rapidly, leading to overgrazing, soil erosion, and the collapse of plant communities. The unchecked growth of rodent populations can trigger a cascade of ecological problems, from crop destruction to the loss of native plant species. This not only threatens agricultural productivity, but also undermines the survival of other wildlife that depend on the same resources. In wetland and agricultural ecosystems, snakes help maintain the delicate balance between pest species and the plants that sustain entire food webs. By preying on invasive species, snakes also help protect native flora and fauna from being outcompeted or displaced. Snakes themselves are ecosystem engineers, By occupying burrows and crevices, they modify habitats, creating shelter for insects, amphibians, and small mammals. Even after death, snakes contribute to nutrient cycling. Their shed skins and remains enrich the soil, supporting decomposers and fostering plant growth. Snake eggs and hatchlings are a vital food source for a range of animals, including birds, mammals, and other reptiles, supporting the diets of many species. Adult snakes, too, are preyed upon by raptors, monitor lizards, wild boar, and even other snakes, forming essential links in the food chain. Apex predators, like king cobras and birds of prey, rely on snakes as a significant part of their diet, illustrating the interconnectedness of these ecological relationships. Some snakes inadvertently aid in seed dispersal and pollination by moving through vegetation, carrying seeds or pollen on their scales, and facilitating plant reproduction. The presence of snakes is a strong indicator of ecosystem health, as they require stable prey populations, clean water, and undisturbed habitats to thrive. Removing snakes from an ecosystem can trigger trophic cascades, where the loss of a key predator leads to overpopulation of prey, habitat degradation, and a decline in biodiversity. Such imbalances can result in the spread of invasive species, soil depletion, and the collapse of intricate ecological networks that have evolved over millennia. In every biome they inhabit, snakes are silent stewards, maintaining the equilibrium that allows countless other species to flourish. Their continued survival is not just a matter of curiosity or fear, it is essential for the resilience and sustainability of the world's ecosystems. By understanding and respecting the ecological importance of snakes, we ensure the health of the environments on which all life depends. As we conclude our exploration of the Indo-Pacific's most formidable snakes, we uncover a relationship shaped by both awe and necessity, a relationship that demands a nuanced understanding of respect and coexistence. These snakes are not villains of the wild, but highly adapted survivors, each species occupying a unique ecological niche. Their evolutionary innovations, heat-sensing organs, specialized fangs, and potent venoms are the result of millions of years of natural selection, enabling them to thrive in diverse and often challenging environments. Venom, often misunderstood, is primarily a tool for subduing prey and deterring predators, not for aggression against humans. In fact, most snake encounters end with the animal choosing flight over confrontation, relying on camouflage and stealth to avoid detection. Defensive bites occur only when escape is impossible, when the snake is cornered, surprised, or physically threatened. Many species rely on cryptic coloration and secretive habits, minimizing encounters with larger animals, including humans. Some snakes employ mimicry or warning displays to deter potential threats, a testament to their complex behavioral repertoire. Understanding these behaviors is essential for developing effective coexistence strategies that prioritize both human safety and snake conservation. In agricultural landscapes, snakes play a vital role in controlling pest populations, reducing the need for chemical pesticides and supporting crop health. By preying on rodents and other small animals, snakes help maintain ecological balance and protect food supplies. Their daily routines, basking, hunting, and seeking shelter, are finely tuned to the rhythms of their environment, minimizing unnecessary risks. Evidence of their presence is often subtle: a shed skin, a winding trail in the mud, or a fleeting glimpse as they move through the undergrowth. Snakes frequently share habitats with a variety of other animals, contributing to the intricate web of life in forests, wetlands, and grasslands. Their adaptability allows them to survive in changing landscapes, from monsoon-flooded fields to arid scrublands. Many species adjust their activity patterns to avoid humans, becoming more nocturnal or crepuscular in areas of high disturbance. These behaviors highlight the snake's instinctive drive to avoid conflict, a trait that can be leveraged in coexistence planning. Conservationists advocate for the preservation and restoration of natural habitats, providing snakes with safe refuges away from human settlements. Across the Indo-Pacific, cultural perspectives on snakes vary widely. In some societies, snakes are revered as symbols of fertility, wisdom, or guardianship, while in others, they are feared or misunderstood. Unique coexistence strategies have emerged from these traditions, such as ceremonial releases, protective taboos, and the integration of snakes into local folklore. In many regions, sacred groves and protected areas serve as sanctuaries for snakes, reflecting a deep-rooted respect for their ecological and spiritual significance. These cultural practices, combined with scientific knowledge, form the foundation of modern coexistence efforts. Informational signage and designated conservation zones help reduce accidental encounters and promote awareness of snake habitats. Innovative solutions such as wildlife corridors and artificial shelters provide safe passage and refuge for snakes in fragmented landscapes. These measures not only protect snakes, but also enhance biodiversity and ecosystem resilience. By respecting the needs and behaviors of snakes, we foster environments where both wildlife and people can flourish. True coexistence is achieved not through fear or eradication, but through understanding, adaptation, and mutual respect. By embracing these principles, we ensure that the Indo-Pacific's legendary serpents continue to play their vital roles for generations to come, guardians of balance, symbols of resilience, and silent partners in the story of life. As we peer deeper into the shadows of the Indo-Pacific wilds, we uncover a story written not in words, but in the very bones and scales of its serpentine inhabitants. A story that began over 100 million years ago. The evolutionary history of Indo-Pacific snakes is a saga of survival, adaptation, and relentless change, shaped by ancient seas, shifting continents, and the ceaseless march of time. Long before the first forests blanketed the land, the ancestors of modern snakes emerged from lizard-like reptiles, gradually shedding their limbs in favor of a streamlined, elongated form. This radical transformation allowed early snakes to exploit underground burrows and dense leaf litter, evading predators and pursuing prey with newfound stealth. Fossil evidence from ancient deposits in Myanmar and India reveals primitive serpents, creatures with vestigial limbs and elongated jaws, hinting at the major transitions that would define their descendants. As the supercontinent Gondwana fractured and the Indian subcontinent drifted northward, new habitats unfolded. The collision of landmasses created mountain ranges, river valleys, and a mosaic of islands, each offering unique evolutionary challenges and opportunities. Driven by isolation and competition, Indo-Pacific snakes diversified into an astonishing array of forms. Some, like the burrowing blind snakes, remained small and secretive, thriving in subterranean niches. Others, such as the reticulated python, evolved immense size and muscular power, dominating the canopies and floodplains. The rise of venom was a game-changer in this evolutionary arms race. Over millions of years, specialized glands and hollow fangs evolved, giving rise to the elapids and vipers, masters of chemical warfare. Molecular studies reveal that the venom genes of Indo-Pacific snakes are among the most diverse on Earth, shaped by constant adaptation to local prey and environmental pressures. Each drop of venom is a living record of evolutionary innovation, finely calibrated to immobilize, digest, and defend. Island environments, in particular, became crucibles of rapid evolution. On isolated atolls and archipelagos, snakes adapted to unique prey, climate, and terrain. Sea kraits, for example, transitioned from land to ocean, developing paddle-shaped tails and salt glands to thrive in coral reefs. On other islands, populations split and diverged, giving rise to endemic species found nowhere else on the planet. Throughout epochs marked by ice ages, volcanic eruptions, and rising seas, Indo-Pacific snakes endured. Their resilience is etched in their DNA, in the subtle variations of scale, texture, color, and behavior that distinguish one species from another. Today's diversity, over 1,000 species ranging from minute thread snakes to imposing king cobras, is a living testament to their evolutionary journey. This ancient lineage continues to adapt, responding to the encroachment of cities, agriculture, and climate change. The evolutionary saga of Indo-Pacific snakes is far from over. Each generation brings subtle shifts, mutations, behaviors, and survival strategies that will shape the future of these enigmatic reptiles. By understanding their evolutionary past, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity and resilience of Indo-Pacific snakes. Their story is not just one of fear or fascination, but of survival against the odds, a story that continues to unfold, scale by scale, across the wild and ever-changing landscapes of the Indo-Pacific. Beneath the glistening scales and watchful eyes of Indo-Pacific snakes lies a marvel of biological engineering: venom. Far more than a simple weapon, snake venom is a complex cocktail, an evolutionary masterpiece, honed over millions of years to become the ultimate tool for survival. In the Indo-Pacific, this biochemical arsenal is as diverse as the snakes themselves. Some species wield hemotoxins, which silently disrupt blood clotting and destroy tissue, turning a single bite into a catastrophic event for prey. Others rely on neurotoxins, microscopic agents that target the nervous system, paralyzing muscles with chilling precision. Still more deploy cytotoxins, which break down cell membranes, causing rapid swelling and pain. But what makes Indo-Pacific snakes truly extraordinary is their ability to tailor venom to their environment and prey. The Malayan krait, for example, produces a venom so potent that it can subdue both mammalian and reptilian prey, ensuring its place atop the food chain. Sea kraits, in contrast, have evolved toxins uniquely adapted to overcome the defenses of slippery, fast-moving fish in coral labyrinths. On remote islands, some species have developed venoms that are highly specialized, targeting only the specific animals they hunt, a testament to the power of evolutionary isolation. Inside each venom gland, specialized cells manufacture a suite of proteins and enzymes. These components are stored in a pressurized chamber, ready to be delivered in a fraction of a second through hollow, hypodermic fangs. The mechanism is both elegant and efficient. Muscles contract, venom flows, and the fangs act as syringes, injecting the payload deep into the target. In some vipers and cobras, the fangs can even rotate forward, maximizing reach and penetration. Recent advances in molecular biology have revealed another layer of sophistication. Indo-Pacific snakes can vary the composition of their venom depending on age, diet, and even the immediate threat they face. Hatchlings of many species produce venoms with a different chemical profile from adults, optimized for smaller, more agile prey. Some snakes have even been observed to meter their venom, delivering a warning dose to deter threats or a full load to immobilize prey. Venom is more than a tool for hunting. It is a shield against predators, a means of defense, and a source of ongoing adaptation. As environments change and prey evolves new resistances, snakes respond in kind, tweaking their venom's recipe in a silent, perpetual arms race. In the Indo-Pacific, the story of venom is one of innovation and precision, a living testament to nature's power to adapt, refine, and perfect. With every encounter, every strike, these snakes continue to push the boundaries of what's possible in the natural world, ensuring their place as both feared predators and remarkable survivors. Across the dense rainforests, sun-baked savannas, and labyrinthine mangroves of the Indo-Pacific, the true artistry of snake survival unfolds in the hunt. Each species, armed with its own arsenal of adaptations, has evolved a suite of strategies to outwit, outpace, and overpower its chosen prey. For the arboreal green tree python, patience is the ultimate weapon. Draped in emerald camouflage, it hangs motionless for hours, blending seamlessly with the canopy. Sensitive, heat-sensing pits allow it to detect the faintest warmth from unsuspecting birds and small mammals. When the moment is right, it strikes with lightning speed, coiling its muscular body in a swift, suffocating grip. On the forest floor, the Malayan pit viper adopts a different tactic: ambush. Its cryptic leaf-like pattern renders it nearly invisible among the detritus. It waits, perfectly still, until the vibrations of a passing rodent trigger an explosive strike. The viper's hinged fangs deliver a precise dose of venom, immobilizing prey almost instantly. In the tidal flats and shallow reefs, sea kraits embark on aquatic hunts. With streamlined bodies and paddle-like tails, they slip through coral crevices in search of eels and fish. Their highly specialized neurotoxins ensure that even the swiftest prey is subdued before it can escape into the maze-like reef. Meanwhile, the king cobra demonstrates a rare combination of intelligence and adaptability. Preferring other snakes as its primary prey, it uses acute vision and a keen sense of smell to track rivals through dense undergrowth. Once within range, the cobra raises its hood, intimidating opponents before striking with surgical precision. Some Indo-Pacific snakes, like the banded krait, employ nocturnal hunting, emerging under the cover of darkness when prey is less vigilant. With slow, deliberate movements, they probe burrows and leaf litter, relying on chemical cues to locate hidden animals. On remote islands, evolutionary isolation has led to extraordinary specialization. The blue coral snake, for example, preys almost exclusively on other venomous snakes. Its lightning-fast reflexes and potent venom allow it to subdue dangerous adversaries, securing a niche few others can occupy. Across habitats, Indo-Pacific snakes display an astonishing diversity of hunting behaviors. Some use constriction, others rely solely on venom, and a select few combine both methods. Their strategies are shaped by the availability of prey, competition, and the ever-present need to conserve energy in challenging environments. This intricate dance of predator and prey is a testament to the relentless forces of natural selection. Every stalk, every strike, and every meal shapes the destiny of both hunter and hunted. In the Indo-Pacific, snakes are not just survivors, they are consummate predators, fine-tuned by evolution to master the art of the hunt. Beneath the tangled roots of ancient forests and the shifting sands of remote islands, Indo-Pacific snakes face threats far greater than any natural predator. Human activity has woven a complex web of challenges, each strand a test of survival for these elusive reptiles. Habitat loss stands as the most formidable adversary. Expanding agriculture, relentless logging, and urban sprawl carve away at rainforests, mangroves, and grasslands, fragmenting the landscape snakes depend upon. Once continuous territories become isolated patches, making it harder for populations to find mates, prey, or safe refuge. For species with specialized habitats, even small disturbances can tip the balance toward decline. Illegal wildlife trade casts another shadow. The allure of exotic pets and the demand for snake skins fuel a thriving black market. Rare and vibrantly colored species are especially vulnerable, plucked from the wild and smuggled across borders. This relentless extraction disrupts local populations, sometimes pushing species toward the brink of extinction before their ecological roles are fully understood. Venom, once a tool of survival, has become a double-edged sword. While it inspires scientific breakthroughs and life-saving antivenoms, the quest for venom samples can drive over-harvesting and unregulated collection. In rural areas, fear and misunderstanding often lead to indiscriminate killing of snakes, further thinning already fragile populations. Yet, amid these challenges, glimmers of hope emerge. Across the Indo-Pacific, conservationists, researchers, and local communities are working to turn the tide. Protected areas and wildlife corridors are being established to reconnect fragmented habitats, allowing snakes to move freely and maintain healthy gene pools. Innovative research uses radiotelemetry and genetic analysis to map movements and uncover hidden populations, informing smarter conservation strategies. Community engagement is rewriting old narratives. Education programs foster respect for snakes, teaching the vital role they play in controlling pests and maintaining ecosystem balance. In some regions, traditional beliefs are being harnessed to protect sacred groves, havens where snakes can thrive undisturbed. International cooperation is crucial. Cross-border initiatives target wildlife trafficking, while global databases track the status of vulnerable species. Conservation breeding programs offer a lifeline for those most at risk, ensuring that even as wild numbers dwindle, the genetic legacy of Indo-Pacific snakes endures. The fate of these remarkable reptiles hangs in the balance, a reflection of our choices, our values, and our willingness to coexist with the wild. In safeguarding Indo-Pacific snakes, we protect not only a lineage millions of years in the making, but also the intricate ecosystems that depend on their silent presence. For centuries, the Indo-Pacific snakes have slithered through the shadows of folklore, their true nature obscured by a tapestry of myths and misconceptions. In the flickering firelight of remote villages, stories are spun, some cautionary, others fantastical, each shaping how these reptiles are perceived and treated across cultures. One of the most persistent beliefs is that all snakes are inherently dangerous, poised to strike at any moment. Yet the reality is far more nuanced. Of the hundreds of snake species across the Indo-Pacific, only a small fraction possess venom potent enough to threaten human life. Most are shy, secretive, and eager to avoid confrontation, relying on camouflage and stealth to survive rather than aggression. Another widespread myth is that snakes will chase people, driven by malice or vengeance. In truth, these encounters are often misunderstood acts of self-defense. When cornered or surprised, a snake's rapid movement is typically an attempt to escape, not pursue. Their world is shaped by instinct and survival, not vendetta. Cultural legends often imbue snakes with supernatural powers, guardians of hidden treasures, bringers of fortune, or omens of disaster. While these tales have woven snakes into the fabric of local identity, they can also fuel fear and misunderstanding. In some communities, the sighting of a particular snake species is believed to foretell illness or misfortune, leading to needless killing and further endangering already vulnerable populations. The misconception that all large snakes are man-eaters persists, fueled by sensational headlines and viral videos. While rare incidents involving pythons can occur, such events are extraordinary outliers, not representative of the species as a whole. These apex predators play a critical role in regulating prey populations, maintaining the delicate balance of their ecosystems. Even scientific facts are sometimes distorted. The belief that venomous snakes can spit their venom with deadly accuracy at human eyes is true for only a handful of species, and even then such behavior is a last resort, an evolutionary adaptation for defense rather than attack. Education and awareness are the keys to breaking these cycles of fear and misinformation. Modern research, community outreach, and immersive storytelling are slowly untangling fact from fiction, revealing the true complexity and beauty of Indo-Pacific snakes. By challenging old narratives, we pave the way for coexistence, where respect replaces fear and knowledge becomes the foundation for conservation. In the end, the most powerful antidote to myth is understanding. As we peel back the layers of legend, we discover not monsters, but marvels, creatures as ancient as the forests and as vital as the rivers that shape their world. Across the Indo-Pacific, snakes are more than symbols of fear or fascination. They are woven into the very fabric of healing and heritage. For millennia, traditional medicine systems from Java's rainforests to the highlands of Papua New Guinea have looked to these enigmatic reptiles not only as omens, but as potent healers. In bustling Indonesian markets, dried snake skins, venom extracts, and gall bladders are prized remedies. Local healers, or dukun, blend powdered snake parts into herbal concoctions believed to treat everything from skin ailments to rheumatism. In parts of Thailand and Vietnam, snake wine, steeped for months, sometimes years, is consumed as a tonic for vitality and virility, its roots tracing back to ancient beliefs in the transference of strength from serpent to human. The fangs and venom of certain species once feared are now harnessed in controlled dosages. Traditional Chinese and Ayurvedic practices have long incorporated snake venom in the treatment of chronic pain and arthritis. Today, modern science echoes these traditions, isolating compounds from venom to develop groundbreaking medications for heart disease and blood disorders. Yet the relationship between snakes and healing extends beyond the physical. In Melanesian and Polynesian folklore, serpents are revered as guardians of sacred springs and forest groves, protectors of places where the boundary between the natural and spiritual worlds blurs. Rituals invoking snake spirits are performed to ensure bountiful harvests, ward off illness, or bring rain in times of drought. In the Philippines, the mythical Bakunawa, a serpent-like dragon, features prominently in oral traditions. Villagers once beat drums and chanted to appease the Bakunawa, believed to swallow the moon and cause eclipses. Even today, these stories shape community ceremonies and seasonal celebrations, reinforcing the snake's role as both a force of nature and a bridge to the divine. But this reverence is not without consequence. Overharvesting for medicine and ritual threatens vulnerable snake populations, while black market trade exploits both animals and ancient knowledge. Conservationists now work alongside traditional healers, seeking a balance between cultural heritage and sustainable practice, honoring the wisdom of the past while safeguarding the future. In the Indo-Pacific, the snake is not merely a creature of myth or menace. It is a healer, a guide, and a keeper of stories. Its presence echoing in every remedy, every legend, and every whispered prayer beneath the jungle canopy. As we look to the horizon, the Indo-Pacific serpents stand at the intersection of ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science. Far beyond the legends and remedies of the past, a new era of snake research is dawning, one defined by precision, innovation, and collaboration. Across high-tech laboratories from Singapore to Sydney, scientists are decoding the genetic blueprints of venomous species, unlocking genetic secrets that could revolutionize medicine. Advanced genome sequencing allows researchers to map the evolutionary pathways of elapids and vipers, revealing how toxins have adapted over millennia to target specific physiological systems. Each gene, each protein, holds clues for next-generation antivenoms, tailored treatments that promise greater efficacy and fewer side effects than ever before. Robotics and artificial intelligence are transforming the way we study and protect these elusive reptiles. Autonomous field drones equipped with thermal imaging now glide silently over dense rainforests and mangroves, tracking snake populations without disturbing their habitats. Machine learning algorithms sift through terabytes of environmental data, predicting migration patterns and identifying emerging threats such as habitat loss or climate change. Induced shifts. In the realm of biotechnology, venom peptides are being synthesized and modified in the lab, giving rise to a new class of pharmaceuticals. These lab-grown compounds are showing promise not only in treating strokes and blood clots, but also in developing eco-friendly pesticides and antimicrobial agents. Researchers collaborate with local communities, blending indigenous knowledge with molecular science to discover novel applications, honoring tradition while pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Conservationists are leveraging digital platforms and citizen science apps to enlist the public in snake monitoring and rescue. Smart sensors embedded in remote reserves provide real-time data on temperature, humidity, and movement, helping to safeguard critical breeding sites. Blockchain technologies are being trialed to trace the legal trade of snake-derived products, ensuring transparency and ethical sourcing. Yet with every breakthrough comes responsibility. The future of snake research in the Indo-Pacific hinges on multidisciplinary partnerships between scientists, traditional healers, policymakers, and local stewards. Together, they are forging a path towards sustainable coexistence where the mysteries of the serpent are not only preserved but harnessed for the greater good. In this unfolding chapter, the Indo-Pacific snakes emerge not just as relics of myth or medicine, but as catalysts for innovation. Their legacy is written in the double helix of their DNA, the precision of their venom, and the promise of discoveries yet to come, a testament to nature's ingenuity and humanity's quest to understand and protect it.